I don't know. What do you want to talk about? What is man? We need some money for school.
Money for school? For
Man.
another institution? Another institution?
Man, how you feel about school, man?
Man, I feel school originally was a great idea. I think it is. It is the aspect of school is a great idea. School is great. Education,
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing. That's a whole other topic. Education in school is completely different. That's why it's funny because you hear people say, "I'm going to school." Like,
Mm-hmm.
you going to go get school. Like,
Yeah.
they gonna tell you what they want to tell you. You get in school, like for real.
Whatever they
Like
say
they be
goes.
saying like, I'm going to get educated. No, you going to get school. You going to school. Like half this, everyone knows it's not a joke. Like you don't remember half the stuff you learn in school. Uh, it's nothing that you really are passionate about or anything you really want to know about. It's stuff that you're told that you must know about,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna get you far. But we know now that dream was sold to us when we was kids. You go to class, you go to school, you can be anything you want to. But now we go to school, we can't pay for it. It's like,
You know, it's like
and then
spend.
if you
You
do
know,
get to
it's like,
class, the lady kicks you out because there's too many people in the class. Like you're
yeah,
denying me a chance to come to school. Now you gotta wait another 2 years for a class to open up, and then you get your degree, and then your degree, your salary, year annual salary from the degree starting off is nothing compared to the
how
money you
much
owe
you
for
owe for
loans
school?
for
Yeah,
school.
how much you
It's
gotta
like
pay
four
back?
times money back to Sally Mae, and all you can do is write like a professional letter to them, like in an APA form, saying that I don't have the money to pay you.
I
It's
don't
like
know what
that,
to tell
yeah, but
you.
it's like in perfect form though. It's like the hand, like either way, it's saying that I'm broke. Like
Yeah.
my sister still gets stuff, and she's graduated like in '93. She still gets stuff from Sally Mae. Like,
Wow.
it's crazy.
It's like, hey,
And she doesn't. And she didn't even do
I don't know
anything
if
in
you remember,
in the degree she got. Like now, you get the degree, you don't even get the job that you want.
but yeah.
Education sucks though. Education, like, if education was so good here, and I'm not even saying like the money aspect, because money does have something to do with it. I'm just saying the actual just teachings of what is being taught. Like if it was so good and everyone was so smart, why are we like, ranked in somewhere in the two digits of intelligence?
Yeah,
Like
in
it
the
makes no
world.
sense if we're so advanced and nah, they don't want people. They don't want you to think about things the way like you should.
Hmm.
Like they're changing the history books now. Changing the history
They
books in
switching them
Texas.
up.
Switching Huckleberry Finn
Yeah,
from nigger to slave.
that don't make no sense.
It makes no sense.
Like that shit is any better.
It makes no sense.
Like that's an
No, because like
upgrade.
nigger, you at least you know where you came from.
Yeah,
Like if you hear slave, that's almost even worse. Like
yeah.
you hear slave, you have no
No kind of
man.
freedoms
Yeah,
or
it's slave. You just in
like
the
if you
you
call me a
up in one.
nigga, I can still.
You just know why you here now.
Yeah.
Like you switch to history books, it just shows more superior. I think it shows more white supremacy as far as superiority, because now nigga was kind of like identified. You find people feel power in it. People
Mm,
feel power about it now, and
what do you
they're
mean?
like, like they're dignified about using it. Like
Uh huh.
it's cool. Like they feel like, yeah, it's kind of like the Black Panther
Right.
of the generation. It's like the Black Pride of the
It's
generation.
like uniting
Niggas,
everybody.
yeah, nigga, it really is. If you think
Niggas
about it,
uniting.
niggas like the Black.
The
It sounds like a
niggas.
joke, but
It's not like a
it do. But
like
it's the
a
truth.
huge
Like it's our
union.
generation of
Yeah.
like you felt pride, but you can't. There's no way you can feel pride about slave. There's
No.
no way you can feel any type of pride about hearing or reading the word slave. Like there's no attachment for you, and it just cutting people off even further and further and further from what they came from or what they're about.
Mhm.
So that's even worse. Like they, like I said, even in the history books, they're changing it from like triangular or the slave trade system or the triangular trade system.
Mhm.
They're changing the wording of that or the slave, like the international slave trade. It's just like
Yeah,
wow,
they just
like
need to leave history how it is.
no,
That's
they
how.
rewrite history. You heard Kanye? They
Yeah,
rewrite
I
history.
know.
I don't believe in yesterday.
Yeah.
Like you can't even believe. Like you can't even believe because they tell you like you go out of the country and people look at you. It's not because you're American, because you stupid. It's not because you in the stupid. Like how? Like everything that we're in is a complete system. Everything. Like that's why you think they're mad at. You think they hating on you. You think that.
Mm.
No, it's stupid. So stupid. All that stuff. You learn math for like 14 years. How you learn math for that long? And my bank account works in plus. You take my money two ways. My money
Pluses and
pluses and
minuses.
minuses, nigga. My bank works in pluses and minuses. It doesn't work any other way. You said that. Wait till you get to the real world. I ain't use none of that shit. I ain't use none of that. This is like that's the thing about education. Like I like the aspect of school. Like I mean, I like the aspect of school if it's there to actually teach you something, but not this version of schooling. Like you're actually there to get pushed through a system to
Yeah.
learn something. But what I was gonna say is, dang, when I say education,
Mhm.
what was I gonna say though? I was like, I was like schooling.
You said you was gonna. Everybody was getting pushed through.
Yeah, but before that, I was
Um.
gonna explain something. Dang, it's gonna be like on E True Hollywood. Like, what were you saying?
No, wait,
It was like the
wait.
briefcase. It was like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. Like, what was that? I don't
Uh.
know. Nah. Anyway,
You said like you like the idea of the
I
system.
like the idea of the school if it's actually there to teach you, but it's not there to actually teach you. Oh yeah, like I said, like you learn all that stuff, but my bank account works in pluses and minuses.
Mhm.
Like you're not learning anything. Here it is about the school thing. I gotta eat True Hollywood. Here it is. You're not learning anything that's actually relevant to the time that you're in. Like make that stuff relevant to the time period that you're in. Like
Mhm.
people can't relate, and that's the thing that I'm saying. It all goes back to empathy. Like it sounds weird, but this goes all the way back to the philosophies where they originated. It all goes back to empathy. You can't relate to that. It's just like how do you feel? Like you feel like you're not a part of that because it's like everyone. They always say everyone feels
Yeah.
like they don't know, understand what they're going through. The next person doesn't understand what they're going through.
Uh-huh.
We're made to feel like the next person shouldn't understand what we're going through.
Right.
You know, we're wired that way to make it feel like that. So we feel like we're always on a constant like it's me coming up. It's always a rat race to
Where they go like
to who's gonna get the
a little.
manager position at Burger King or like who's gonna get the
It's like a hungry,
everything
hungry hippo.
everything is an effect to make you feel like superior and more than better than the next instead of like trying to help out like the as a and even if you do have those positions of hierarchy, that's fine. But it always has to fill a position of helping and not actually like you know it's
Like it
more
just
like a
telling, instructing.
yeah it's just like you doing just a lot more talking basically.
Yeah.
You ain't helping the system really. Like you can think about it right now. But yes, education sucks right now. I got the horrible education as you see. Like the education didn't work for me. I was always bored. Like I was always bored. I was just like seed and bead my way through school. Like B and C my way through school. And then
Mm.
every time we had like a standardized test or something, I would just never do it, or I'd just be drawing. I was a horrible
Playing
kid.
connect the dots and shit with
I
the
was a kid.
scantron.
I was that kid where every parent teacher meeting that my mom came to, they were like, "He's a great student, but he's never paying attention. If he just focused, like they were trying to give me Ritalin at a time. They were trying to put me on the pills.
Dang, that was
I
trying to
was
get
like,
you started
every
early.
year, it was like every year. My mom went to one every year. She never like usually they have like 6 a year. Like
Mm.
traditionally they usually have well they do have there you go they do have 6 a year. My mom always went to one a year like just to get the latest the status up like
Just to
the
keep you
latest yeah
updated.
just she never even when he went like she didn't and I'm glad that because she knew that I was like man come on now she was working in the medical field and she knew that she didn't want to give me any any medicine or anything. And that's now I think about it, that's probably why she really didn't want to, really go through or really try to push the issue on getting a kidney transplant. I don't know. She always just felt like, you know,
Natural.
she was religious. Yeah, she always felt like it is what it is. I don't know if that's a bad thing on a religious aspect or that's like a good thing to keep you at the system aspect. That's where you gotta like decipher the business and religion. Like that's where you gotta decipher the aspect of business and religion. You know. was like, no, I'm not gonna do more. I'm glad that I didn't, because I was I was so bored in school. Even now, like I got like a 3.2 average from this last semester.
Mhm.
I was just it's like, and what? Like, what is this go? What are you now? I'm looking at the paper like,
Now
I'm
what?
like, do
What
some magic
else?
tricks now. Like,
What
all
happens?
right, ding. How did that like? Did I feel like I really succeeded? I feel like I accomplished something, but it wasn't anything like dear to me. It wasn't
Yeah.
anything meaningful. Like I accomplished something, but it's only meaningful because I'm being told that it's meaningful.
Yeah.
Like I'm being told that things have to be this way. I'm being told that things have to be this way, and if you don't, you're a loser. You're an outcast. And you're not following the plan. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy world out there. It's a cold world.
Cool world.
Cold world.
Alright. BathrobeSteve. Any last words?
Nah.
Alright.